Hello, Edward. Hello, everyone. It's me, NYC Einstein from the Florida New York Stock Exchange. March 26th. This ride is getting wild. This ride is worth looking at. The fragility and the volatility and the reversal and the massive, massive movements in tech and equities and S&P and the Russell is worth paying attention to. It's time for Trading 101. What happened today? We saw 2 days of massive sell-off, down 750, down 450 over tariffs, trade wars, interest rate raises, new Fed numbers, projections, and whatnot. We saw a reversal completely on that over the weekend with Mnuchin coming out and talking about negotiating with China. It wasn't going to be as bad as it was. Market rallied back 700 points. It's a matter of what the market wants to focus and how many things we're focusing on is depending on where this market tends to go. What happened today? We had a 737 point reversal and range in the marketplace today. Market opened up, felt strong, followed through from yesterday's rally. No sell-off at all. Peaked out at around 280 points. Around 11 o'clock, market was sort of anemic on the morning side. Europe closed, we rallied almost 300 points. Around 2:30, the focus, the chatter, the headlines started to weigh on the tech sector. Mr. Zuckerberg, Facebook, trust, uncertainty, questions are coming into question. Questions are coming into question. Certainty, reliability, honesty, transparency, and trust are coming into question. Mr. Zuckerberg being called to Congress to testify. People selling our identity, selling our information. Are people going to start bailing as advertisers in the Facebook space, in the tech space, in the Google space? Absolutely, it really feels that way. NVIDIA announcing, due to a collision, they're going to suspend the production of self-driving cars. To be perfectly honest, stop the madness. What idiot's going to get into a car with no driver in it? I don't get it. Net, at the end of the day, though, that semiconductor sector, which has obviously been making a big bet on that, completely grinds to a halt. Those stocks reversed. Tech and FANG down 150 points drove the market. They started to churn. They started to spurn. The swamp started to bubble up on the whole negativity in the tech sector. Trust on Facebook and uncertainty with suspending of that car, Uber getting out of that space, and the market started to sell off. Around 2:30, people started to bail. There is negative sentiment circulating in the pond. So basically, we saw that last week when the market sold off 450 and 750. There are people sitting on desks with orders, and they're basically risk-reward levels are at a point where if they're ready to sell, they're going to hit a button. If they hit that button, they're probably not alone. There are those who follow suit on that, but there's money coming out of this market. We're seeing it. So net, while the momentum has been driven by tech in a big way over the last year and over the last few months, tech can turn this market. So while that perfect storm we saw last week that were economic data and Federal Reserve related things and tariff related things, today the focus on the trifecta was tech. And that tech was in a negative posturing. And that caused a sell-off in the market from up 289 to down 498 at one point, closing down 350 points. It's interesting to note, though, we did hit the 200 moving day average in the S&P cash and bounced off that radically, ended up rallying back about 130 points. Stability of the market is in question. The potential for huge volatility is in sight. We are feeling that fragility. We're seeing the epidermis, the skin layer of this crust start to crack. And it's cracking in a negative posture. Is that something that's going to keep going on? I don't really know. We've seen it happen where there's the trifecta, economically, tech-wise, otherwise. They can make this market go up, and it can make this market go down. And right now, the negative posturing is the way of the game. That could all change tomorrow. We don't know, but we may feel a little bit of a self-follow-through on that. You know, I always talk about where it starts and where it ends. We ended on the lows, basically, and that's something to be concerned about. I will check in with you again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. We're coming into the end of March. Einstein out from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange.